Finally, after I don't know how long, I reckon it's 2-3 years, finally WPL has given us a drift K truck. So I'm not sure how long ago it was that the D12 was released. I'll put it on the screen now, but that's how long ago this was released. Huge hit. I think Japan and, well, Southeast Asia and stuff like this, they love this thing. I've seen crazy modified ones, drift ones. I made one into a 4-wheel drive before they made a, like, did they make an off-road one? I made a off-road one again quite some time ago. And although not strictly WPL, this is CXD. I don't know if it's the owner or partner of CXD is the owner of WPL. This isn't stock, it's got an aftermarket metal chassis, metal drive shaft, metal rear axle, metal wheels, and they're just a load of fun. Rear wheel drive. I did actually make a Hoonigan style drift one. It's in bits at the moment, and I have got a box with a body kit in it to make it into a proper drifter. I just remembered actually, I saw this the other day, so I knew exactly where it was. Yeah, look, I've got lots of bits from the drift one I made, Hoonigan. That's brushless motor in there with metal gears and stuff. And then in this box is a full kit that was made by someone that I purchased ages ago. Wide arches, bumpers, rear bumper cage, yeah, loads of stuff. The date the body kit was posted to me was June 2021. Wow, time flies. Anyway, I don't need to do that now because there's one in this box. Although, we'll talk about it in a minute. Let me get out of the box. I got this directly from the WPL store. Look at that thing. Fully licensed Suzuki carry in that drift style. Right, anyway, what I was about to say was, it is a drift car. I don't want to get into the discussion or the argument about 4-wheel drive versus 2-wheel drive. Yes, actual proper drift cars are 2-wheel drive. I know why they've done this, or I think I know why they've made this 4-wheel drive, even though the original D12 is 2-wheel drive. And all the newer ones after this, they've done some different ones as well. They're all 2-wheel drive. It's also their very first brushless, so this is going to be pretty cool. So the reason I believe they've made it 4-wheel drive is just so everyone can drive it. Now, 2-wheel drive actual drift cars, I mean, some of them are relatively easy to control at a slow speed. But really, rear-wheel drive drifting takes a little bit more skill than sliding a 4-wheel drive. These are designed for everyone to be able to drive them. If you made this a 2-wheel drive drift car, because it's not set up like an actual drift car, it will be quite difficult. Oh, that's got some weight to it. Oh, I didn't realise all the body kit comes separate. Yeah, if you set this up as an actual drift car, rear wheel drive, oh, it's got leaf sprung. Oh, it's got oil shocks as well. If you set this up as just a rear wheel drive, proper drift car, it would be quite hard for inexperienced and younger people to be able to drive it. Being 4-wheel drive, as you'll see in this video, hopefully, it'll be really easy to slide around and just, well, have fun with. Oh no, it's broken out of the box. No way. That's a different style front hub as well. So, right, I found a little plastic like ball connector thing that broke off. It was rolling around in the box. It's a pretty clean break. So I've thrown a bit of glue in there. I'm going to leave it in the vise for a little bit just so it's a nice solid connection. Hopefully, we'll at least be able to get some indoor running. And I'm sure, well, WPL have got really good customer service, so I'm sure they will send out a new one. Not a great start though. Right, anyway, while that is drying, let's have a look at some other stuff. You can see the front drive shafts are metal. Have a look at the car, or the truck in a minute. Comes with a little 2-cell LiPo. That's a nice addition. The older ones come with the lithium ion, but this is obviously because it's brushless. Same controller that WPL have been using for, well, since the start, although they have been slightly refreshed over the years and they've got a nice softer feel to them. It says steering rate, turn rate, and that'll be for your steering trim. You got some stickers in there, a charger, some bits of trim, some light lenses, and then there's your drift wheels. And then that bag is all the body kit on there, which we'll do after. Let's take, while I've got this in bits, let's take the cab off and the bed off so we can see underneath. Just 4 screws hold the bed on, and then I think it's maybe just 2 for the cab. Been a while since I've had a WPL. So not a great deal to look at underneath. You've got your servo up front now. I can't remember whether that's metal geared or not. You've got servo, you've got your electronics board there, or your ESC there. It's always been an open like PCB. There's your brushless motor. Has it got the KV on here? So there's your motor. It goes into this transparent gear case. I'm sure they're all metal gears in there. Metal drive shaft. Goes into this plastic axle at the back, but there will be metal gears in there. Upgradable as well, as you can see there. And then another first, as well as being the first brushless, I'm sure this is the first with oil shocks. It feels nice. Let's hope that they start putting oil shocks on more stuff. On the front, it's the same as it's always been on these. It's like a torsion bar, you can see there. It goes from there, round under the motor, then to the other side. Adjustable camber and adjustable toe. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what that is. You've got like a tie rod coming out there, and then you've got another one coming out there. So as well as like that torsion bar there, that moves on a spring in there as well to give you a little bit stiffer or smoother suspension. Nice, very nice. Don't look all the mess, but while that's drying over there, I think we should charge the battery and start looking at getting this body kit on. Well, I've had a result already. The hub, or the steering knuckle, it's the same as it comes on like the D64, D62, D14. And I had one of the Hiluxes in my spares box, so I've managed to get a hub. However, I have also been offered a replacement part from WPL, so 2 good results, but I don't need one because I got one. How good does that look? I decided not to go for all the stickers. Well, for none of the stickers. You do get a sticker sheet. I wanted to go for that cleaner look. I've put my lucky number on there. Put a couple of choice stickers on. Hoonigan one on the wing. Little Japanese flag. Toe sit. Oh, I forgot to put my exhausts in. Painted them chrome because they come body coloured, but I've painted them chrome. A few people asked me on one of my other videos where I was talking about this chrome paint pen. It's just off of Amazon. Just off Amazon, and as you can see what that is, it comes out really well. It's one of the best chrome paints I've ever used. Anyway, it has come out awesome. The only thing that I would have liked to have seen, or like to see in the future, is some adjustable offset or some different offset rear wheels, because they don't fill the arches as much as I'd like. The front ones look good. Front ones fit in there nicely. Rear ones a little bit wider. I'm sure it'll be fine once it's going. Right, stick you in there. Bosh, bosh. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. I think it sits a little bit lower at the back as well. Man, this looks so cool. And we've got a driver. I'm not sure what he's doing there with his hand. Anyone recognise him? Looking so good. So just a quick note, these aren't the same. The D64, D62, whatever, they're slightly different. You can fit them, but you probably have to put... Oh. I don't think I've done my wheel up properly. You'll have to fit the same both sides. They're very slightly different. They've been like tweaked a bit, so you'll just have to adjust your camber and toe. I did switch it on to make sure it worked. We got some lights. You got 2 steering rates, so that's your normal rate. Press that steering rate button, goes further, and then throttle. It's quite noisy, that gearbox, and then turn the throttle rate up. Right, anyway, I suppose we better go build a track. Obviously, I put the drift wheels and tyres on. Going to build a little track in here, and then depending on the weather, we'll maybe take it to a little skate park just to slide it around on the concrete. If it survives all that, I'll put the rubber tyres back on and we'll go and see how fast it is. Yes. Oh, this is going to be so cool. There we go, nothing crazy. The thing with 4-wheel drive drift cars is you need a little bit more space to get them angles in, but a few obstacles to go around, and of course, the excavator. So slow speed and the smallest steering rate, which I think we need to turn up straight away. Just podge that. So this has got a locked rear diff and an open front diff. So I think it might be a bit of a handful. No gyro. Probably gonna have to, oh, we need higher speed as well. More throttle, more speed. Ah, there we go, right. I think you're gonna have to use the throttle way more just to keep it under control. Yeah, it's a little bit tail happy. Let's get, there we go, yeah. So you do just need, use that throttle to get the back end to go round. Really needs a gyro. Oh, I reckon this could do a gyro. Let's get my hand dialed in. Oh, what's happened? One of the front drive shafts has come undone. Three-wheel drive. Right, quick fix. It's just got a grub screw holding it on. Let's see what it's like on a smooth concrete floor. Oh yeah, even more tail happy. Oh, have I just broken that thing again? Ah, that glue obviously wasn't a proper hold. Right, I'm going to swap the hubs over. We'll get it dialed in the workshop, then we'll go find a smooth skate park for a little rip. Those with a keen eye will see there's something in the rear bed. I stuck a little gyro in it. I just feel like it needs one. It drives much better with it. I've got it set very low. It's probably on 15, maybe 20%, but it drives so much nicer with it. I think that locked rear axle, it just, and a light rear end on this thing, it's a bit tail happy. So it's just a cheap Yokomo one. It was on one of my drift cars. I mean, you can drive it without a gyro, but as most of you know, I drive a lot of stuff one-handed to get some cool shots. And I just found it one-handed, it was definitely really hard to control, but yeah, anyway, it's going well. Not got enough grip on these plastic wheels to get up any of these like banks, but oh, I had it on low speed. There we go. I had it on low speed. Now we're cooking. That's much better. Oh, there we go. Whoa! Right, I've put the other wheels back on. Not the best place for speed run. I've not got much space, but I don't think it's that quick. We've got a Storm on the way. Storm Benjamin. What a name, Storm Benjamin. Doesn't sound very scary, does it? No, in the UK, it's probably like 30-mile-an-hour winds or something. Try and get this thing going straight first. There we go. Keep the steering rate on low, throttle rate on high. Here we go. Actually, this might be enough space. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Full throttle. Yeah, easy. Easy. I think I can probably slide it around here. It's quite wet. Let's try. No. Traction roll. It's obviously not that wet. Did we brake 20 mile an hour? 16. I knew it wasn't that quick. 4,000 kV motor, but these things are geared really low. I mean, it accelerates nice and quick. That's what you want for a drift car, isn't it? Let's go again. Full. It goes nice and straight though, full throttle. Oh, brakes. Look at the brakes. Very good brakes. I think for a version 1 of their drift car, that's not a bad effort. The drive shafts on the front, they came off about 3 or 4 times during this video. The little grub screws, even though I tightened them, they just worked themselves loose. So something to maybe look at, maybe a bit of Loctite on them. And obviously I've put a gyro on it. Like I said, you'll be able to drive it without. I just found it easier, especially one-handed with that gyro, but both my mirrors. I lost them both. As for that steering knuckle, I've spoke to WPL and they're going to try and make it a little bit better. That was obviously an issue with shipping or being banged about or something. It's not the first time I've seen it happen on a WPL, but the good thing is they like to try and tweak stuff and make it better. So I know that they will be working on that. Oh, come on. I don't give stuff a rating usually, but if I was to rate this out of 10, I'd probably give it a solid 7. It's good fun. The skate park was loads of fun. Anyway, that is the new WPL D14S. Oh, what a fun little truck.